Oi oi! I'm the cheeky thief. What are we doing today? We're going to look at the Eternal Crusade. It is one of my favourite games out there. It's simple, it's straightforward. You don't have to worry about having to be a super pro. You can just get into a game and you can shoot as much as you like. And I can't wait to get in. We're going to do four videos. We're going to do the Orks. We're going to do Eldar, Chaos and Loyalist Space Marines. We're going to do all of those, but we're going to do them all in turn in 4 separate videos because I'm going to do a match with each one. Now, why am I doing this? Because it's going free. It's going free to play now, and it was supposed to be free to play in the beginning, and obviously they needed time to get it right and all that stuff, and that's cool. And so, but it's going to be free to play like real soon. And I've already been sent a friend code to give a friend access to the free-to-play model to test it out. I've seen the player base has already exploded, and that's just with a small group being introduced. So I'm very excited for the idea of when the floodgates are opened. Worried about server stability. I'm looking forward to them actually introducing maybe even bigger maps, because with that many more players, I think we could do more than 30v30, maybe 60v60. That would be rather funky monkey, and I love a funky monkey. So let's start with number 1. It is the Orks, my favourite faction. So clicking on him, as you can see, I've got my little pirate orc, Chaos and stuff. We're going to get back to those, no worries. So here we are, right? So I'm aiming this video at people who may not have seen it before, or want to know what's in the game. What does it really look like? So this is your basic stuff. Is it an MMO? I think that's an arguable point. Yes, it is massively multiplayer. It is online, but massively is a big extent. I think it could be bigger. I think it can be bigger, and I think it will be bigger. In that, and I hope they create proper places for the factions to actually mingle and meet up. That would be a big twist. Maybe some battle cruisers flying around the planet that we're campaigning to win, and that would be rather cool. And perhaps more than one planet down the line. So, but what you do get right now for your free-to-play buck, as it were, i.e., it's free, is you get I've got 4 characters. I don't know how many free-to-play you get, but you get your character screen. You make a character. Basically, you pick a faction within that race. So here we are. I've got like these speed freak guys, and it actually it affects the color of your outfit. So Marines, it'll be like chapters, Ultramarines, Space Wolves, etc. So first off, let's have a little look. There is a shop, and here it is. So you've got bundles. I've only got 1 bundle currently available for me. There we are. Isn't that cool? So you get this, and you get a massive discount on the things when you buy in bundles. It's actually probably, I would recommend bundles, especially if you just want to get some quick gear to look a bit different from the base. In the war gear, this is equipment. I have a few pieces already. There are more, so they're not there. They probably will add more. You know, it's very likely with a shop. Different pieces of kit, as you can see. Different guns. Different power claws, missiles, a golden chopper if you save up enough points. So that's very funky. You've got an appearance section. So here you are, look, you can change your appearance, different hats, different pieces. Yes, it's cash shop. And I'm going to talk about currency actually. I'm only going to talk about it once because there's no point doing it in every video. Okay, so as you can see, you've got 2 currencies, right? You've got this one is the RTC, and the bottom one is requisition. Now requisition you earn by playing the game. You play it quite simply just by like doing a match, and then like for me on average I get about 3,000 and up requisition from each match, and I'm not very good, so I don't know if that's whether being any good affects it, but it may do. And that is what you get as a player as the currency. Now RTC is the paid for currency that you use real money, but there's a little twist in the campaigns in the current format that they're in now anyway, in their base, because it's currently a basic campaign, and they're still, because this game's constantly being updated, this RTC can be earned as by completing the campaign, and you don't even have to win. But when I was looking at it, I was thinking about like people saying, "Oh, you only get 1,000 RTC or 2,500 when you win, or 1,000 when you lose the campaign." So basically, that's if your faction wins, and we'll have a look at that in a minute. you only get 1,000. But if you play each faction, all 4 factions, right, one of them will win. So you end up with 5,500, right? RTC. There's some maths for you, baby. So that means by the end of an 8-day stint, you'll have enough to buy that pirate hat. Now, if you think that this is stuff that people are supposed to pay for, that's a fantastic way. I've played a lot of games, you know, where you just cannot get the cash shop stuff. You know, like I love, say, like Elder Scrolls, one of my most favourite games. But you can't get the cash shop stuff unless you pay real money. Whereas in this game, they open it up. Then people talk about, was it pay to win? They talk about particularly the war gear. So, like this, right? So he gets like a special thing, and these ones with the RTC purchases, as you can see, it's a big claw. They're pretty, but they also cost a bit more actually loadout points than the standard one. Look, the standard one is 600, the cash shop one's 700. The cash shop one does have a few bonuses. It is a bit stronger than the average one, as you can see in the stat change there. But if you think about it, in 8 days, you'll get half of the amount of points for that. And then in another 8 days, you'd have the rest, and then you could be able to get the cash shop item. Is it an advantage just to pay straight out? I like to pay straight out. I'm quite happy to support the company because they're making a game that I want to play, and I want to keep it around. So it's all cool. But you don't have to spend any money. That's what I'm saying. Is you can get the fancy stuff without spending money. So we're gonna jump out of that, and first off, we're gonna go into advancements. Give you a little overview, because this first video is gonna be just giving an overview, and the rest of them are just gonna be looking at purely at the faction. So here's the current advancement tree. It's not particularly large, not particularly complicated, but you got to remember this game hasn't really been at this level for very long. So here we are. I've been working on the doc and the pain boy or the medic, and also been working on the shooter, which is like the ranged basic troop. So that's that. And basically when you unlock them, you can start breaking down. Look here, you get extra 50 health. Your healing effects last longer. Grenades are better, etc. You can upgrade your character, and this really does have a significant effect on the game. Somebody who's maxed out at level 6, rank 6, which is the current max, so you haven't got a lot to do to get to the top either, so bear that in mind. It's not that much work. You know, it's all good. There's so many ways to modify it, and we're going to look at that. We're going to go straight to the loadouts. Loadouts is an important thing to have a little look at. So here's my basic rifle guy. I quite like him. As you can see, I've dressed him up. I love that. Next one, this guy's got a rocket launcher. As you can see, fantastic fun. This guy's got a plasma cannon. You see, my big old chomper. And got some goggles. Love goggles. I'm all about the customization. You know what they do need to do in this game? Get more customization. Specifically for the Eldar, as there doesn't seem to be a great deal yet. But I'm sure it's coming. This is like a sniper rifle and also an anti-tank gun. I love that one. If you're a free-to-play player, you won't get access to these jump class ones. I will show you what it looks like in the game, and to become a full player, you don't actually have to buy the game. You could spend basically, what is it, 20 quid in the cash shop, and then once you spent 20 quid in the cash shop, it unlocks you as a full member, and then you get access to these jump boys or storm boys. This is your basic slugger. I'm trying to jazz him up to the point so I can get the shield, and then he'll be even harder. So like, let's have a little look. Come on, click, click, click. So I'm using this pistol at the moment. It's a one-shot slugger, high damage, fantastic. But I'm saving up for this for my next thing, and then I'm going to charge and be like this kind of hardy bugger who can get past all the defenses. So anyway, let's go back to loadout. Pain boy. This is one of my favourites. Now, a little look at the so that's the wrong one. Pain boys don't get that. These are the things you can get. Different hats for my character, which I find very exciting. I love the idea that I can get new kit. All about the appearances, people. And as you can see, there's multiple options that you can fill in there. Like legs, I've got peg leg. You know, you've got to have a peg leg if you're like a pain boy. I don't understand any pain boy that doesn't have a peg leg. He's like, you've missed the whole point. Anyway, back to the point. So here we are. We've done that. Done a store. Infantry. This allows you to see all the kit that you've got. As you can see, I've got a whole bunch of guns unlocked. This is on all your characters. The great thing about this game I like, especially as a casual player and as somebody who isn't specifically good at games, I have it like sometimes I have a slow response. I'm just not brilliant. So true, I do suffer sometimes for it, but a lot of times I'm fine because there's a whole gang of us. But it's really nice to have, basically you can have all the classes on one character, and that's a really cool thing. And whereas if you think about like in a lot of other games, Elder Scrolls not a great example, but take like World of Warcraft. It's not really the same kind of game, but you know what I mean. It's an online thing. You can't have one character that is every class. So that's a cool thing to me. That's a positive. So we're going to go right in to the world map. Now in the world map it is here. So look, this is the campaign thing. This is the progress. There's currently 2 days left of this campaign going. And here are the zones. Currently, I usually play as orcs, and I tend to particularly focus on the Loyalist Space Marines because I don't like them. I want to murder Loyalist Space Marines, and I feel it's my duty as an orc to really win this fight. So, anywho, we got this one. This is the Tyranids. Bear in mind I'm only playing it like early in the day, so it's not, it's like afternoon. So there's not a great deal of people on, but here you've got different PvP modes, PvE modes where you can fight hordes of Tyranids. Here's like a guild versus guild thing. I'm not in a guild at the moment, so not big application for me. There's not much to see there, so whatever. Here is the hub where there's currently 10 orcs hanging about in this little hub, and there you can test out your loadouts. You can test out your weapons, test out the classes, and see if you can get a real good jive turkey for them. And so once you've got a good jive turkey of what you want to do, and you know your campaign, as you can see, I've already participated. I'm guaranteed this, and we hopefully will get this. You will then click on the battle zone, and here's this part. This little chunk is where all the focus of the fight is going on. There's 32 orcs in the zone. So there's 34 orcs in the zone and 35 marines in the zone. And here is 14 orcs versus 15 space marines. I have won fights on with less men against more. A lot of it can be about being clever and how you play and focusing on capturing the points rather than being a complete flash git. So here we go, another 2020. That's real cool. And like as you click here, as you can see, they've got different things going on here, some different maps. Hopefully they add more maps soon, get the rotation a bit more interesting, because once you've played a bunch of the maps, you want to try something else, and I bet they'll be doing more on that. So that's that. We're going to click battle now, and we're going to go into a game. We're going to kill things. We're not aiming to win, and especially as an orc, it's not really essential. It's more about how much damage you can cause and how much fun you can have. And that's what part of this 4-set series is. I want to show you that this game is not the best game in the world. It is not perfect. It is not going to change your life. It's not going to cure you of being a salty bugger. But what it is going to do, if you're open-minded and easy, it's going to provide you with fun. And that's what's important. You want to have as much fun as possible when you're gaming. It's about enjoying yourself most of the times, and you don't always have to be hyper competitive. So right, we've clicked on this, and now what we're doing is we're waiting for a battle, and this will go on. Sometimes I click on it and it's instant. Sometimes I click on it and it takes a couple of minutes, depending on the time of day. And so also another thing, sometimes the maps get full, so there's too many people in this server thing I've got going here. So I've got to wait for someone to duck out, which I hope they add more maps and maybe like an overflow area. I'd love an overflow area where where there's too many players just hanging around. There's a place where you can just go in and murder each other and just get on with it. So what we're doing here, we're going to the Pegasus station. We're going to be fighting the Chaos Space Marines. I'm going to enjoy that because they're Marines. I like killing Marines. I'm not so fussed about the Ponzi elves because they don't put up much of a fight. So let's have a little look. Come on then. A and B, and then they flood there. And sometimes A and C is a great combo. And some people are obsessed about getting like all the points. I think just hold 2. and just consistently hold 2 for the whole of the match. I prefer that. That's an easier way to win, in my opinion. But you know, that's what's good about this game, is you can pick your strategy. You can do what you like. It's really good when teams communicate. Don't always communicate, but largely they do. So let's have a look. Here we are. We're in. We're loaded in. So now I get to pick whatever I want to do. So I'm going to pick my rifleman, my big shooter, and what should we do? We're going to spawn here.
For some hit and run.
Well, there's only one other person in my party. I've obviously not. Usually I select another party, so I didn't get myself killed. Okay, orky, defending the point. Yeah. All right, but we're not here to defend. Whoa. You don't want to get shot then. Alright. Now one of the big tricks with this game is learning your class and learning the others. And then in turn learning the maps. This is a stupid thing. Grenade. Oh, I haven't got a grenade. Load yourself out before you get into the battle. Anyway, I was supposed to die. So change squad. Then we're going to click on this larger squad. Join. Clippity clip. Back into the game. Then you click on the APC, as the or the truck. And you get in there. Stick with some guys, and also stick with these guys with the lighter blue name, because those guys are the squad leaders, and they give a buff to you and anybody nearby. And also you get a buff being close to your squad members, encouraging teamwork, which I think is a solid move. No. Didn't pay attention, did I? Let's change my loadout. So we're going to go Storm Boy. I want to show you the Storm Boy because they're very cool. Click on that. Oh, we're going to click on that actually. Here we go. Look at that. Get a great bit of momentum in it. Ooh. I'm up. I'm up. Now don't distract me. I'm a serious player, baby. Oh, I can't capture this as this class, can I? Ah. Good lord, I'm terrible today. Yesterday I was chain killing. What was wrong with me today? Anyway, focus. There we go. Click on that. Click on that. Right. And you also can get in vehicles. That's what's very cool. What's cooler about it is that vehicles are actually a multiple man thing. You need more than one dude in a vehicle. I can drive, but if I want to shoot, I've got to swap out my role. Right, there's nobody there. Sometimes they hide an APC in there, a Rhino, or whatever they got. And that is a sneaky little beaver move, and I love it. So going over here, fantastic stuff, skidding round. Hit 2. Oh, they blew him up. Okay, none of that. I'm going to see... Ah! I'm trying to get the back of the vehicle. The back is more damage. Also, don't overheat the gun. Like I just did. Don't overheat your gun. The great thing about this, and I know I'm pretty lame at the moment, but what's cool is you don't have to be super cool and super good at this to have an effect. Oh damn it. Try to blow your friend up. Alright. Looks like an ally has got into the tank to help drive it for me. I think that the APC is more of a priority target. There we are. Now we can worry about this sad sod. And another great thing is you can run people over and not any tanks about. I don't know who's going to win this gun war. Get me behind him, man. Get me behind him. That's it, I'll drag. Taking him out. Getting out. Ooh. Oh, okay. So, you want to get out of the vehicle before it blows up, and preferably in a safer place than that, but it doesn't matter. Now we're going to capture C. What's important about this is you want to hold 2 points. Focus on 2 points.
Orks is the boss here.
Now, bear in mind, as you can tell, I'm not a super professional, but I'm still having a good time. And what's really cool is you don't have to be. So don't worry if that's a thing that you're worried about. A nice little thing, a lesson well learned, is get up high, especially as a ranged. If you do this, the melee have a difficulty at getting at you. Yes, you can be a bit more vulnerable, but you can cause some serious damage. Now we're going to hang here, because if you hang near this place and you capture it, you get a good old chunk of XP for that, and that's a cool thing. Alright. I'm currently using the big shooter. It's got better range, and I think it's also harder hitting. I'm always keeping myself reloaded, or at least trying to be, because that is like absolutely essential. And as you can see, it's all about teamwork. We're staying here as a team. Some of us want to go for the glory kills, have the fun. There we are with Cap C, no problem. Check it where you're going before you go. There's not a lot of full damage in this. Simple light arms do not kill tanks, bear that in mind. But I'm sure I saw a tank here. There we are. Enter the tank, number 2. Ready? That's a surprise for him. Hopefully. There we are, got him. Okay, I think that's it for us in this one. Oh, I was going to try and res him. Anyway, let's see what we can do. Let's see. This is someone else's tank as well, so you can be naughty and steal it. Somebody's got in the cannon with me now. That makes me much more effective. Whoa. Here we go, here we go. God, push him away. I am driving very badly. Ah! And we're down. Partly to do with my driving, but we had a good time. And that's the point. You just want to have a good time. And if anybody tells you that this game isn't any good or whatever, that's their opinion. You can have so much fun with this. If I believed all the crap that people say, I would have missed out on machine gunning these sons of guns. Enemy down. Now it's time for the war. Oh, snort. 5 minutes to remain. Watch out that charge. Alright, I'm going up. Going up. Whoa! You can press space to roll out of the way. Oh, just killed my own teammate. Got one anyway. Yeah, great fun. We're changing the loadout. What should we do? Should we let's try a pain boy. Select. Pain boys are the healers. Got him. There's execution. You get to execute your enemies. That is a big bonus to me. A big bonus. If you can mock people and take them out, that is magical. I didn't really think about that. Obviously, it's difficult recording while concentrating on murdering the Chaos faction. Right, so people want us to hit onto that side, get into here. I'm going to go up around here. Another clever thing is map awareness. That's something I'm working on at the moment, getting used to what's in the maps, like areas. Ooh. Grenade. AoE healing grenade. And if I get downed in my AoE grenade, that's positive. If I can take him down anyway. Oh. And you can tell who's killing who up there. So you'll see Cheeky the Thief constantly come up there saying, he's been killed by randomer.
It's stopping time.
Yeah, I do love this game. Like, what's really great, because there's so many people, like, and because I'm not very good at it, especially somebody like me, like, with my dyslexic issues and my like, it's difficult for me to concentrate. So this game's really friendly for me. I know I just died, so it's not that friendly, but it's really friendly for me when I'm struggling so much. I struggle so much with a lot of games, to keeping my attention up and keeping myself focused on the game plan can be really difficult, and having like 29 other players keeping the game going is really helpful. Oh! Get into my little healing pool. Well, that worked out. See, that's the great thing about being a healer, it gives me better survivability. Come here, you. Oh, he's gone. So now we're going to capture this point. I should stay to defend this. Another great thing about medics, often their weapons have poison, and their melee weapons have a poison. Gives me a better chance. Crouch. You can crouch behind terrain to protect yourself. Heal myself here. There we are. Heal up my buddy. He's using a big cannon. That is a massive damage machine. So we've captured B. Doesn't look too good because we haven't got the other 2 points. But I tell you something, I'm enjoying this. Like, I don't have to win. Go on, dude, you're the guy to capture it. Okay, keep yourself reloaded. Keep healing up. And as a medic, you don't need to focus on. As a medic, you don't need to focus on the combat, and that's cool. I mean, that was quite good actually. I quite enjoyed that. There we go. I even got quite a bit anyway, even though I lost. Or usually when I win, it's like 3,000 something. and up. And that's the great thing. So we quit that. There we go, quit that. That is a minuscule taster of what you can do on the Orc faction. Yes, I lost. I win and I lose. It's purely down to group cohesion and how much of a part you play. Like, I have helped turn matches around by just being the only damn medic and keeping everybody alive. Yeah, and sometimes you go against organised groups that are all on headsets and they can all speak to each other, and sometimes you're just not going to win. But you might as well get as much XP by killing as many and capturing as many points as you can. So yeah, that's the Orcs. That was good. I enjoyed that. That was awesome. And next one we're going to do is the Eldar. And the Eldar are like space elves, and we're going to see how that goes. So, until the next adventure, Cheeky Thief is signing out. See you later.